Good morning.
Another moment to be together.
Yeah, we're going much deeper with the lessons. We're going to learn what the real world is.
Yeah. What is the real world? The real world is a symbol, like the rest of what perception offers. Yet it stands for what is opposite to what you made. Your world is seen through eyes of fear and brings the witnesses of terror to your mind. Again, your world is seen through eyes of fear and brings the witnesses of terror to your mind. The real world cannot be perceived except through eyes forgiveness blesses. So they see a world where terror is impossible and witnesses to fear cannot be found.
The real world holds the real world holds a counterpart for each unhappy thought reflected in your world. The real world holds a counterpart for each unhappy thought reflected in your world. A sure correction for the sights of fear and sounds of battle which your world contains. The real world shows the world seen differently, through quiet eyes and with a mind at peace. Nothing but rest is there. There are no cries of pain and sorrow heard, for nothing there remains outside forgiveness. And the sights are gentle. Only happy sights and sounds can reach the mind that has forgiven itself. What need has such a mind for thoughts of death, attack, and murder? What can it perceive surrounding it but safety, love, and joy? What is there it would choose to be condemned, and what is there that it would judge against? The world it sees arises from a mind at peace within itself. No danger lurks in anything it sees, for it is kind, and only kindness does it look upon.
The real world is the symbol that the dream of sin and guilt is over, and God's Son no longer sleeps. His waking eyes perceive the sure reflection of his Father's love, the certain promise that he is redeemed. The real world signifies the end of time, for its perception makes time purposeless. The Holy Spirit has no need of time when it has served his purpose. Now he waits but that one instant more for God to take his final step, and time has disappeared, taking perception with it as it goes, and leaving but the truth to be itself. That instant is our goal, for it contains the memory of God. And as we look upon a world forgiven, it is he who calls to us and comes to take us home, reminding us of our identity, which our forgiveness has restored to us.
Beautiful. So now we know that the way to experience this peaceful, kind, benevolent, real world is through forgiveness. Forgiveness of our perception, of our fear. So we practice with the lesson of today, 291. This is a day of stillness and of peace. Christ's vision looks through me today. His sight shows me all things forgiven and at peace, and offers this same vision to the world. And I accept this vision in its name, both for myself and for the world as well. What loveliness we look upon today. What holiness we see surrounding us. And it is given us to recognize it is a holiness in which we share. It is the holiness of God Himself.
This day my mind is quiet to receive the thoughts you offer me, and I accept what comes from you instead of from myself. I do not know the way to you, but you are wholly certain. Father, guide your Son along the quiet path that leads to you. Let my forgiveness be complete, and let the memory of you return to me. So sweet.
A beautiful prayer. Father, guide your Son along the quiet path that leads to you. Let my forgiveness be complete, and let the memory of you return to me. And allow this quiet mind allow this experience of this quiet peace.
Christ's vision looks through me today. What loveliness we look upon, what holiness we see surrounding us. There's a sweet little bird flying right in our balcony. Feels very lovely.
Yeah, forgiveness makes everything so peaceful, so quiet. This is a day of stillness and of peace. You can allow yourself a day of stillness and of peace. This communion, joining with Spirit. It's to moment by moment give over your thoughts. Give them over to Spirit. And be curious. Be curious if there is something blocking you from peace of mind. Be curious to heal that, to release the block, be it the judgment, the fear, or any kind of belief. Let the Holy Spirit interpret all your concepts as unreal. Not good and bad concepts, but unreal concepts. And if fear hits you, let's extra light come in to shine on you. Give yourself some time with it. Because you're worthy of miracles. Jesus' miracles are natural, corrective, and even something more. They're natural, corrective, healing, and universal. There is nothing they cannot do, but they cannot be performed in the spirit of doubt and fear. So first you need to look at your fear, receive the help from spirit to release it. Then you have the miracles there, right there, by the way. I feel we are performing miracles when we meditate together. We're so willing to release fear. And all kinds of beliefs. Does anyone need to talk and join about anything that you weren't able to release in the meditation? And
yeah, hi everyone. Ooh. Yeah, there's a fear that started to come up last night, and it comes up like a bit of boredom or something, and it was like, what is this? And I knew that I had some resistance to the Spanish, going to the Spanish lesson, but it's brought up, yeah, like this bravado that I used to go through when I was a kid, like I would never do my homework, and I would always get in trouble, and you used to get something called the strap in those days, and I didn't realize, but there was such a lot of fear under that, and this is what's coming up for me now. It's like I don't want to do my homework, basically. That's what it feels like, and it's not even that much or a lot to do, but there's such a strong resistance to it, and there is a lot of fear under there, and it's that fear, that I just want to release. And it's like a pattern that's not been around for a long time, but I can feel it now, this and the talking in the group as well. There were some memories, like of being so terrified of doing, like a verbal talk that I had to do for exams and things like that. So it's all there. But there's a gratitude as well, that this is here, and I can work with spirit now to release it. There's definitely a freedom under that.
yeah,
but I don't want to try and avoid it. I just want to move through it.
Yeah, it's beautiful because I find it sweet what this Spanish class is brought up for several of you, and it's not about the Spanish, it's about forgiving the past, healing past associations.
There's so much, I was always an incredibly bright child, and I messed up the exam that would have taken me on to grammar school, so I ended up at what was then a secondary modern school. And the teachers and my parents wanted me to, like it was, I should not have failed that exam, but I just messed about. I actually went into this zone, like of dissociation. Like I remember sitting there looking out the window and then going, oh shit, we're halfway through the exam and I didn't have time to finish it and ended up not passing. So they were going to pay for me to go to grammar school. It's like, no way. So I just moved into this rebellious thing then, but never dealt with any of that, the sense of failure or, yeah.
Mm.
And better to stay a bit dumb rather than shine, actually. So that's all in there. Mm.
It's so obviously a self-concept. So the bad student can be as desired as being the good student as a self-concept.
Yeah, I fitted in better as a bad student because I could be with the rebellious ones, even though I was separated out into like I was in the higher class. But yeah. So yeah, it was a concept, but it wasn't based on anything really other than trying to find a way to fit in. And it wasn't, like I didn't feel I could fit in by being paid to go to grammar school. That felt like my pride was so much in the way. It's like, no way. So yeah. Later, when I was like around 30, I went to started schooling again and went to university and everything, and I did well, but it didn't solve anything. It was trying to fix it somehow.
It's great that you're looking at this and that you can see it's not about it's not really difficult homework. It's a self-concept that you're looking at, and that's what's painful.
So my prayer is really to have the courage to just hand it all over now and see how it falls.
That's good.
Thank you.
Yeah, everything in the world can be taken so lightly. All the symbols of the world can be taken really lightly. Spanish class is not Spanish class. It's a forgiveness opportunity. Like all form, it's just a forgiveness opportunity. It's not about what it is named to be. So how are you all doing? Francois?
Yeah, I just want to echo what Anne was sharing, because as I was packing stuff, I came across my school reports, and it all had these outstanding. I was very good. Outstanding marks and percentages, and there was just that feeling of what if, you know, what if I could have gone to university? And it was, I felt yesterday also, you know, a little tinge of I could have, if I just studied harder, or yes, didn't listen to my mother's voice, you know.
Yeah, and it's now. So yeah, it's good to see if there is a what if and something, you know, I could have had a different life or a different something, but it's now to choose to listen to the Holy Spirit, to see, you know, release whatever thoughts of the past or the future.
Yes.
I am willing for guidance, anything, Spirit, anything, Spirit, just yeah, release any role, sun role, or whatever has been the block.
Yes, that's exactly letting go of that what if. This is exactly how it should have happened, because that's how it happened. Yes. I just always had an affinity for writing, and that just, you know, can't really. My mother's here, but anyway, yes, and just her voice, and then that I just gave up on school, kind of. I was really good at writing, and I've shared a little bit, but yesterday, yes, that's what I need to release, is that words are twice removed. What the only words that I need now is to remember God, not to write anything or whatever.
Maybe you write your love of God.
Yeah, I had that thought. I could use. Yeah, I had that thought yesterday. I just want to. I don't want to. Yeah. Oh my God. Yeah. I just want to use these. I just want to use words to express my love of God. Oh my gosh, that's exactly that bird. Oh my God. Yes. Not. I don't want to use words for me, but for the highest purpose. Yes. Oh my gosh. That love of God. Thank you. Thank you.
Yeah. Yeah, and that's how all the different skills that we have get washed clean, as we just give them all to Spirit. We're not attached to how they look. But yeah, it feels very joyful when you talk about that. Okay, thank you, Francois. Maybe we're
Oh,
going back to the lesson.
yeah.
This is a day of stillness and of peace.
This day my mind is quiet to receive the thoughts you offer me. And I accept what comes from you instead of from myself. I do not know the way to you, but you are wholly certain. How good is that? Even that prayer, I don't know the way to you, God, but you are wholly certain. Just to be willing to accept that God knows when we don't. There's such a habit of thinking we have to know. But it's better when we don't know, and the mind is open. When we think we know, we are very blocked. And we don't ask them. But when we realize we don't know, we ask. Because we need the direction. Don't want to follow the ego's direction. Or the direction of fear and doubt. You know, so prayer pays off. Sitting with how you're feeling, inquiring, asking within, that pays off in true experience. It's really, really lovely. Yeah. Unless anyone else would like to share, we'll leave you with this lesson and this new chapter about the real world, which is we're entering now with the next group of lessons about the real world. This is no joke, no hobby. This is the real deal. We're learning to experience the real world. And it's wonderful. Matthew.
Yeah, hi.
Hi there.
Yeah, I feel I would just like to share. It was what Anne shared kind of triggered my own stuff around the Spanish class. Yeah, I just felt the prompt to share, and I was kind of holding back, and it was coming to the end of the class of the the session. I thought, no, maybe I won't, but I can feel something there, so something wants to come out. I don't know what it even is exactly, but yeah, I've have such a resistance this week to looking at the assignment we were given, because yeah, it's like my inspiration to learn has just suddenly dropped, because like last week in the class, that feeling of discomfort when someone is questioning me or asking me questions in a group, it really brought up this trauma response. Whatever that is, or I don't know, but I just want to express it. I just feel like just expressing this. This is what happens sometimes. Like I think I avoided this in school because I was doing drugs and I was rebelling, so I never really faced a lot of it. I just pushed it all down, and now it seems to be arising. Like I had this fear even when we decided to go to this class. I had that fear was there. So, oh God, a classroom, a teacher, and a crowd of people. There's potential for this to come up. Yeah, and now that it has, since last week especially, I kind of just don't want to even go back. So whatever it is, I'm very afraid of facing it or being seen to be kind of weak. Maybe that's part of it too, with like my self-concept is taking a hit. But yeah, like you said, it's the Spanish class. It's not really for learning Spanish. It's for this reason. You know, we're facing different things. So yeah, I still want to go because of that. Really, I just want to. I guess I do want to just face it, and not. Yeah, it's been given for this reason. So yeah, I do want to face it. So yeah, let's see what happens.
Feels really good.
Muy bien.
Correcto. Muy bueno, estudiante. Estudiante. I'm not sure I got that right.
Yeah, thank you, Matthew.
Thank you.
I know this is healing for you.
Yeah. That determination to face it. You know, the only way to healing is through what we have been avoiding. That's why the lessons present themselves. And you may not see it, but I see how gentle this is. I think it's just a few hurdles, but it's heavily supported, this healing.
After this, we'll sign up for a public speaking class.
Yeah. I actually done that years ago.
I-
Masters, just to try and face this fear, but it doesn't really work. I don't think. I don't think I faced it. I don't know really, but I didn't get to the core problem. You know. Yeah.
Maybe we'll do it again with you, and it'll be different this time.
Thank you.
Thank you. Okay. I love you, everyone.
Thank you.
Okay.